The stadium clock had barely ticked past the opening seconds when you could feel it, that invisible tension that creeps into the chest before something unforgettable happens. Not just a big match. Not just three global superstars on the same pitch. This was different. The air felt charged, like the sky before a lightning strike. Somewhere in the noise, in the floodlights, in the roar that rolled down from the stands, there was a quiet certainty. Tonight, someone would own the story. And by the time the final whistle screamed into the night, that someone would be Cristiano Ronaldo. Across the pitch stood two artists who had defined a generation, Lionel Messi and Neymar. Between them, genius, creativity, elegance. For over a decade, they had turned stadiums into theaters. They had bent defenders, rewritten scoreboards, shaped eras. But on this night, for 90 relentless minutes, they would look human. The stage is set. The crowd didn't chant for a team. They chanted for icons. Scarves lifted high. Camera flashes flickered like constellations. Children perched on shoulders, fathers leaning forward in their seats, former players watching from VIP boxes with folded arms and raised brows. It wasn't just another clash of clubs. It was a collision of legacies. Ronaldo walked out first, jaw tight, shoulders square. He didn't smile. He rarely did before matches like this. His focus was sharp, almost cold. Every step toward the center circle felt deliberate, like a general stepping into battle. Messi followed, eyes calm, almost detached, as if the chaos around him didn't exist. Neymar trailed just behind, relaxed but alert, carrying that blend of flair and confidence that made defenders nervous before the ball even reached him. Three different personalities. Three different paths. One shared spotlight, and only one could dominate it. The opening exchanges. The whistle blew. Messi touched the ball early. A subtle turn. A glide past one midfielder. The stadium responded with an approving murmur, the kind that comes when greatness does something ordinary yet makes it look extraordinary. Neymar followed with a flick near the sideline, teasing his marker, dragging the defender into a dance he didn't want to join. For 10 minutes, it felt like the script was unfolding as expected. The magicians were warming up. The rhythm was theirs. But Ronaldo was waiting. He didn't demand the ball. He didn't rush. He studied every defensive shape, every gap, every hesitation. Then it happened. The first strike. A loose clearance spun awkwardly near midfield. Ronaldo reacted before anyone else did. One explosive touch forward. A burst of acceleration that split two defenders like paper. Suddenly, he was running at the heart of the defense. Messi and Neymar turned, watching. The keeper rushed out. Ronaldo didn't hesitate. One powerful strike, clean, ruthless, undeniable. The net rippled violently. The stadium erupted. It wasn't just a goal. It was a declaration. Ronaldo didn't celebrate wildly. He spread his arms slightly, absorbing the roar, eyes fixed ahead, not at Messi, not at Neymar, but beyond them, as if reminding the world that he was still the standard. Pressure shifts. The goal changed everything. Messi dropped deeper to orchestrate. Neymar attempted to increase tempo, demanding the ball more frequently, trying to reassert control. But something subtle had shifted. Their touches became tighter, more cautious. Ronaldo, on the other hand, grew stronger with each minute. Confidence radiated off him like heat from asphalt. When Messi tried to weave through three defenders, Ronaldo tracked back unexpectedly, intercepting a pass and launching a counterattack that nearly doubled the lead. When Neymar attempted a series of stepovers near the box, Ronaldo's team closed in, organized, disciplined, relentless. It wasn't that Messi and Neymar were poor. It was that Ronaldo had raised the temperature to a level that demanded perfection. And perfection is rare, even for legends. The duel within the duel. Midway through the first half, Messi produced a moment of brilliance. A curling shot from just outside the area that forced a spectacular save. The crowd gasped. Neymar applauded lightly. Ronaldo clapped once, sharp, almost ironic, before signaling to his teammates. He understood something essential. Moments are fleeting. Dominance is sustained. The second blow. The second half began with urgency from Messi's side. They pressed higher, forced turnovers, chased equalizers. Then came the counter. A quick recovery in midfield. A perfectly weighted through ball split the defensive line. Ronaldo sprinted onto it. A defender tugged at his shoulder. He shrugged him off. One touch to settle. Another to adjust. And then, a delicate chip over the advancing goalkeeper. The ball floated, suspended in time, before dropping gently into the net. Silence. Then shock. Then chaos. 2 goals. Against Messi. Against Neymar. Ronaldo turned toward the corner flag, leaping high, landing with authority. The celebration was thunderous, but his expression remained controlled. This wasn't joy. This was confirmation. Humanity revealed. Messi attempted to respond with one of his trademark solo runs. He danced past one defender, then another, but the third blocked his path. The ball slipped away. For a brief moment, frustration flickered across his face. Neymar tried an audacious volley that sailed narrowly wide. He placed his hands on his head, shaking it slightly. They weren't diminished. They weren't exposed. They were simply human. Subject to pressure, to missed chances, to moments that didn't bend to their will. And on this night, Ronaldo seemed immune to those limits. The assist that sealed it. As the match drifted toward its final act, Ronaldo delivered one final masterpiece. Receiving the ball near the wing, he paused, inviting two defenders toward him. Messi watched from a distance, reading the angle. Ronaldo feinted inside, spun outside, and with surgical precision, delivered a low cross across the face of goal. A teammate tapped it in effortlessly. 3 contributions. A goal, another goal, an assist. The scoreboard told part of the story. The body language told the rest. Messi stood hands on hips, contemplative. Neymar stared at the turf briefly before nodding to himself. They weren't defeated as players. But they had been overshadowed. After the whistle, when the final whistle echoed, Ronaldo walked calmly toward midfield. Sweat soaked his shirt. His breathing was heavy, but his gaze was steady. Messi approached first. A handshake. A quiet exchange. Neymar followed with a respectful nod. There was no drama, no taunting, just acknowledgement. Because even giants recognize when another giant has claimed the sky. Why that night endures. Years from now, fans won't remember every pass or every tackle. They will remember the feeling. The tension before kickoff. The explosion of the first goal. The chip that silenced thousands. The assist that sealed destiny. They will remember that for one extraordinary evening, Cristiano Ronaldo didn't just compete with Messi and Neymar. He eclipsed them. Not permanently. Not historically. But undeniably. Beyond rivalry. Football thrives on comparison. Ronaldo versus Messi. Brazilian flair versus Portuguese power. Artistry versus athleticism. But sometimes, the narrative pauses. Sometimes, it becomes simple. On that night, Cristiano Ronaldo rose higher. Ran faster. Finished sharper. Led stronger. And in doing so, he reminded the world that greatness is not shared evenly every evening. Sometimes, it concentrates. Sometimes, it burns brighter in one direction. Sometimes, it belongs to one man alone.